That's great. So we know how to navigate the document. What we're going to do next is look at transforming an object. So we've put this square on the page, and just to recap, I'm going to delete that. So to select it, I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to hit delete on the keyboard. That gets rid of it. And then I'm going to go back over here, and I was using the basic select tool there. I'm going to get my rectangle tool again. I'm going to click and hold down Control and go diagonally. That's going to give me squares. And there we go. I've made my square. Now be careful you don't try to move it by doing that, because it just makes another one. Just so as you know, you've got a really good undo feature on this program. So I'll go undo, which is Control Z, and I'm going to get this tool. Now, like I said in the last tutorial, if you click on it once like that, it becomes selected, and if you click off, it's deselected. That goes for every object. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to move it into the middle of the page, or roughly like that. And just notice that when you do click on it once, it gives you these arrows. These are transform arrows, and you can transform the object by clicking and moving these around. You can go diagonally, etc., etc., all like that. And notice that it actually gives you the height and width of these things. It's in pixels, but you can actually change it to millimeters there, and you can actually see how big that object will be, and in fact type in dimensions. So that's what those handles are for. But there's another really cool trick that I need you to know about these particular objects, and that is if you click them the second time, so that's one time, you get this change in the arrows, and it allows you to rotate them. Okay, so shapes can be all rotated that way. So click off to deselect, click on once to give you the transform, click twice to get rotate. So you can rotate any object just as simply as that. So what I'm going to do, we've got blue and black on here at the moment. I'm just going to go down here, and I'll get a star actually. So I'll click on the star there and make a couple of stars. So I'm just clicking and dragging them like that. Then I'll go back over to my normal select tool, and I'll click on these things. Okay, now if I click once, it just allows me to make it bigger or smaller or move it around. And notice that it can squash. To keep it sort of proportioned, you use the Control key. Click on it once more, and you get the rotate. Click once to transform, click twice to rotate. There we go. So that's nice and easy. That goes for any object that you put onto this page. Have a go at that, and then next we'll change some colors.